right. You guys can turn your cameras on. Oh, it's frozen. Oh, because I did something. Give me 1 sec.
All of our cameras are on, DM.
I know.
Oh, we're ready.
There we go. Well, Grayson may be with us in a moment, but for now, he's not. Welcome to the dungeon.
Woo!
Welcome to the dungeon. We got fun and games. We got puzzles for everyone. And Blaylock
Fiddle's
goes
favorite.
insane.
Dude, Draston's getting puzzle ideas from the from Dark Alliance, man.
From Dark Alliance, there's some good ones in there, despite the most terrible of terrible things of Dark Alliance. So,
What, enemies that forget to attack?
Passive perception.
If it makes you,
yeah, if they had passive perception, fanboy, this is how he plays Dark Alliance. Hey, I hit something, I'm dead.
if it makes you feel better, I went to play during lunch, started a mission, I literally got my first group of enemies, and they comboed me to death. Like I didn't even hit anybody. It went.
Because I was troubleshooting some audio issues pre-stream. Yeah, maybe if anybody wants to, we may do some streams this week. So keep an eye out for that. For sure. Might be Dark Alliance, might be Phasmophobia, because it's really fun hunting ghosties.
Last night was a bad night.
Was it? It's been whatever they did to the AI. It's different.
A lot harder.
Yeah.
We team wiped once, and I died two other times.
That's insane. That's insane. But welcome, all the players and all the watchers. We are happy to have you here. Did you see I updated your resting screen here, so now you can see the map of the island?
I want a map of Ciderpoint.
Yeah.
Halflings everywhere.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, the halflings. Fanboy, you did not. Anyways, yeah, welcome. Hope everyone had a great weekend. We're looking forward to it. We will be with you on the 5th. Most of us, I think, have the 5th off. Grayson hopefully will join us here shortly. Outside of that, it's summertime. May not feel like it, but it's summertime.
May not feel like it?
Wait, there's something wrong with the coast right now. Like Seattle's on fire. There's something wrong up in the Northeast. It's hot up there. In the Midwest, we're building arcs outside.
It's 90. It's 90 and raining.
Yeah, because that makes sense. So, without further ado, I am looking into some enhancements. We'll have to talk a little bit. I might pick up
male enhancements.
Male enhancements, yeah, products. Can't hurt.
Roman. New sponsor.
New sponsor. Yeah, we keep trying to get Dr. Squatch to sponsor. They, they don't seem interested. That's fine.
Wheel gets the grease.
Yeah.
If you can't get Squatch, you can get Blue Chew.
On top of that, if you're one of our new followers, thank you, welcome. I ran into some at the amusement park this last weekend. Welcome you, and to all those wondering about D&D, I encourage you to play. The hardest thing is finding a good group. Not everybody gets an awesome group like we have here, but always happy to answer. We've got a Discord going if you ever have any D&D questions, and most of us have played for some point at this time, a couple years. So happy to help those out. We always encourage people to play, for sure. So, without further ado, does anyone else have anything? Heck, Blaylock's not even here. It's just a chair.
Shout out to my son. who's
Yes.
went off to the Marines today.
Future U.S.
Mm.
Marine.
No, not future. It's present now.
Well, present now. Yep. Arlo is
Yeah.
a former Army person as well, and the rest of us are just slackers. No, Mike Grayson is also former military. So look at us. Look at us go. Well, and
I'm
Blaylock,
100%
you
slacker.
are too. All right. So yeah,
Well,
look at that.
E.
I was civilian service for a while. It means nothing, but all right. Where we left off last week in the exciting town of Ciderport. Ciderpoint, son of a
points.
Freaking
I-
screwed that up
I-
2 weeks in a row.
I write this stuff. I write it, and I can't. I was looking at my notes, and I have the island spelled wrong. I just
Really?
noticed. Yes, I have it with two K's.
Good thing you.
And it's only one.
Good thing you spelled burn coat right,
What?
or burn patch.
Ah, got him.
Burn patch.
Burr and patch. Okay.
Oh, burr. Oh, is that
So-
what that was?
The party staying the night in Ciderpoint investigated. You are definitely hearing the music.
I'm
tonight.
dead tonight.
Get the Kleenexes ready. There's going to be tears. So, the party spent the night in Ciderpoint and then investigated some of the weird happenings. People seem pretty happy there, but there's a lot of entertainment. Zormir and Arlo decided to try out one of the local entertainment venues of drifting, and their minds were taken to a different place. While the rest of the group was investigating what type of people come in and what kind of defenses Ciderpoint may have if something were to come in. After an aggressive negotiation with the local apothecary, where Grayson used his skills.
I don't even know you consider that negotiation.
The party left the shop, and that's where we ended for the night. So, party, what do you want to do?
If memory serves, it was about midday, right?
It was.
Were we all four still together, or did Zormir
You
and
are
I take
all
off?
together.
Yep.
Well, I think we should stay another night instead of trying to set forth to the Plateau midday.
Yeah, I think we should.
And
I'm mentally exhausted.
you and Z look dead.
It's,
That wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
there was nothing fun about it.
What did you guys see?
Why are we still here?
Well, we don't have to be here. We could go to the bar. I wouldn't mind having a drink.
I mean, this town, this place.
Why would you want to leave here? This place is heaven.
For you, maybe.
I am at the point where I am having less and less concern about just leaving you here to dawdle with the local inhabitants.
Well, it does sound very, very tempting. I don't think I could abandon you guys at this point.
Blaylock, are you against staying one more night and then we can leave at dawn?
Leaving tonight would be a terrible idea. The morning it is, but where?
Well, if we listen to what we were told in the alchemy shop, the plateau seems to be where those other those other guys are from with that tattoo.
Hmm.
Do we know how far that is from here? Can we walk, or do we want to take a boat?
I don't know if we can take a boat. We might be able to try to acquire passage via a caravan.
Isn't our Tao Sahin coming anyways?
Oh, right. I kind of thought that they weren't going to show up. It's been a couple days at this point.
Hmm.
We left them over in Breckensfjord.
Yeah, aren't they magical? Can't they traverse mass distances quickly?
You are magical.
Oh, well, thank you.
Not in a good way.
What horses are you guys talking about?
Mm-mm.
They're not horses, they're gifts from the dead spokes.
Hmm.
Sacred
Horses.
creatures.
Sacred horses.
So, and I take it.
Of which I have bonded very closely with.
They've yet to achieve such a feat.
Oh, I'm sure he's bonded with it.
Based on discussions from last night, what do the other halflings like to do?
Hey, it's a very prideful creature. Don't you dare talk bad about my Talsahan.
Was this kind of like a horse, but not a horse?
More like an elk.
Oh, so can we ride double on these? Because obviously, I don't have one.
It might slow our travels a bit, but they're large creatures.
Well, I mean, if we can't double up, then I don't even know if there's a stable in here or not. So we'd have to see if there's a stable and find horses. But big as an elk, though, that I would think we'd be able to ride one on her. I could ride with Zormir since he's little.
Yeah, the thing lets you on there.
Have we discerned everything we need from here? I feel that there were tracks here from Craft, and we have heard barely a peep about him.
Why don't we, since we're gonna spend the night, let's go see the blacksmith and see what he has, to sell, and maybe he might know something. Blacksmiths, they know a lot.
Taverns are usually a good place to get information, since those where everyone comes and goes.
But Alabaster, he doesn't. Well, Sawpaw, I mean, you want to continue to try to get something out of her, I suppose, or it, or
I think we should just go.
just leave?
Agree, Grayson.
It's a long way there. We'll have to camp any way we look at it.
DM, what time is it?
It's like midday.
Oh,
Yeah, that's.
I thought it was evening.
No, it's
Nope.
midday.
Well, if nobody else has a problem with it, maybe stop at the blacksmith quickly and leave.
On our way out.
Hmm.
I think we'd be doing this service. At least ask. I mean, ask a few pointed questions and see what they got, and then if they don't, nothing.
We can also
counts.
try to find out about a stable to see if we can get another horse.
And then just if not, then yeah, let's just get out of here. I don't want to stay here either any more than you guys do, because yeah, drifting's not very fun. There's a lot of scars.
Do you guys know how long it'll be before your magical elks get here?
I want to try and see if I can. Can I try and make like a mental connection with it and see if I can sense anything?
You can certainly try.
I would like to try that.
Roll up an animal handling.
Sure, you got like
Seven.
-1.
7. You see Zormir kind of hunch down and squint his eyes, and you see a tongue kind of stick out the corner of his mouth as he tries to communicate with his elk. And Zormir, you sense nothing.
Soramir.
Concentrating.
Yep.
Wait.
Let me know when you make contact.
If you keep talking, I won't be able to. I've lost it. I have nothing. I have no idea.
Keep going. You
Nothing.
may pop something.
We may be able to determine how far they are away if we know how long it takes for them to respond.
Do you know how long it takes for them to respond?
No, keep concentrating.
I'll go back to concentrating.
I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna start heading towards the
Soromir's just
blacksmith,
like-
actually.
Think harder.
Think. He's trying to get a brain blast.
Well, you concentrate on that. Let's seek out this blacksmith. And I'll start. Do I know the blacksmith's at?
Everything's around the city center, so it's pretty easy to find
Okay.
anything.
I'm going to gaze all that I survey and look for the blacksmith and head that way.
Okay. So you see Blaylock walk off. Grayson goes with him.
Follow.
Yeah, I'm gonna break my concentration and follow.
I will follow as well.
Zormir, as you break your concentration, you kind of look around and everybody's gone, and then you turn around and see that they've just started walking off. So you quickly just kind of turn and and kind of run off after them.
Guys, wait for me.
So you arrive after a short walk, you arrive at the third spike. You see a rather muscular halfling, not wearing a shirt, but wearing long suspenders, holding up burgundy pants, no shoes, while he works around hot anvils and irons. And he's got a bit of hair on his chest and kind of starting to bald up top. And he's just swinging away at the anvil.
Just lost Rob.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He'll be back.
He's back.
Arlo just fell over.
If this happens again, I'm gonna restart the computer because I had this issue last week. Am I coming through?
Yep, you're good.
Yeah.
Blaylock is not colorblind. Would he be able to discern that burgundy is close to purple, or is it not?
I mean, it's burgundy. It's red.
Thank you. That's what I'm looking for. I'm actually Googling it right now. I was like, is that purple? I don't know if it's purple. If it could be purple. If it's purple, then I gotta be careful. It does say, is burgundy a shade of purple?
So he looks up at you all when you walk over there. He just kind of stops hammering, and he's just looking with a blank look on his face.
Greetings.
Hey, cowman. How can I do you some business today, huh?
My fellow colleague adventurer has need of your services.
Yeah. Is everything we're gonna talk about here gonna take this long? I'm just, I got some work to do.
I'm sorry. I don't understand.
Oh, how about what are you? Talk a little faster. What do you need here?
Blaylock
Great.
just drop kicks him.
Yeah, I'm very perplexed by this. I my tone is Arlo, you needed something from him.
Just wanted to come over and browse your wares. Do you want me to talk as slow as he so you can understand, or is that what you were getting at?
Dragon Man. I don't need that. What kind of business can I do for you?
I just wanted to see what you had for a knife. Just what kind of knives you got.
Yeah, I got knives, I got daggers, I got stilettos, and not the kind you put on your feet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How many?
Yeah. You got any darts back there? Throwing darts?
Darts, yeah. Who wouldn't? With the tavern over there, got some games and games of skill. Throw some darts. Yeah, we've got those.
Did you come over here to find better darts?
Nah, just wanted to come over and see how the town was doing. See if he heard any rumors.
Rumors? Hey,
Yeah.
do I look like somebody who works on their back? You know what I'm saying, lizard man?
Hey, never know. You always, you blacksmiths are some of the best around, knowing what's going on around town.
I don't know what towns you've been to, but we don't hear a whole lot.
Constructs. Do you understand constructs?
Yeah, I've seen a Warforged or two in my day, but
Recently,
you're talking anything bigger than that? Nah, I haven't seen anything recently.
Goes by the name of Craft, and then I'll point at my my servant on my shoulder, and looks like him but much larger.
Hey, Cowman, that's pretty cool there. But nope, nothing like that.
Strange. Thank you.
So do you go to the tower in the valley a lot?
Hey, everybody's got to satisfy their pleasure from time to time. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Oh.
Maybe you should.
Have you done that drifting thing?
Hey, magic isn't for me. You know, it's you just swing it, you hit it, you flatten it out, and you sell it to some fine fellows like you.
I think I'm gonna stick with that mentality from now on.
Definitely different. All right. Well,
I'm gonna look around at different shields.
Okay. Yeah, you see a variety of them kind of hanging up.
Any of them a +3 AC?
You wouldn't know from just looking at them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they don't just have on their stickers +3?
Yeah.
no stickers.
And if it was, it would be in a shrine, and there'd be like armed guards around it.
Isn't that how it works? So I only asked if my current shield's a +2. So when I get a better shield, I need to get a +3, wouldn't I?
You'd be looking for a shield +1. All shields are +2.
Okay, shield +1 to get. Sorry, I meant my +2 at 3 is an AC.
Oh,
not a shield +3.
Even so, it's not something you would just see.
Okay.
I could shoot it for you, and you could gauge from the reverberation how durable it is.
Blacksmith, what is your name?
I'll pull out the musket or the rifle.
Blaylock, don't do that.
Whoa! Hey, Kelman, that isn't that's not acceptable here. And he looks back.
Was that too slow for you?
It was. I mean, if it was in a fight, you'd done shot one of your friends or something before you shot me. But the name's Togo Fieldhole.
What?
Togo Fieldhole.
Good. Phil's hole.
Field hole. Field. Do you ever go into a field and dig a hole to take a dump? That's my last name.
Is that what? Is that how your family's name came about?
Yeah.
Yeah. My family's kind of shitty.
Oh.
Do you have any shield +1s here?
You talking something magical? Look at
something
these
to help
hands. Look at these hands. Do I look magical to you?
I don't know. I don't judge.
Mr. Hobo, do you
Oh my
have...
god. It's not hobo.
Sorry,
It's Hole, Mr. Hole.
Mr.
Mr.
Hole. Do you
Ah.
have any... I don't know if this would be up your alley. Do you have any cauldrons?
Would you prefer F Hole?
That's too funny.
Well, Calman, it's that's a new one. Cauldron.
We lost.
Something small, something portable I could carry with me.
You might have some better luck at the apothecary over there. Yeah, have you been there? You went and visited.
Yeah, we haven't been there yet.
You haven't been to the Enduring Gift?
Nope.
I am going to wait for everybody outside.
He's laughing as he walk out. He can't contain himself anymore.
I really am. Between F Hole and then and then Gautier, I'm about done. I'm just gonna start rolling around outside laughing.
Are there any stables around here for us to get some horses or a caravan that's heading north?
Heading north? No, nobody heads north. Who wants to go up there, you know?
They're not at the tower, are they? The stables aren't at the tower? Please tell me they're not at the tower.
He really doesn't want to go back to the valley.
Hey, Calman, there's some weird things that happen at the tower, but I don't know if horses are involved or not.
Good.
But hey, if you're into that, I mean, okay.
So, any stables? Yes? No?
Stable's not around here. People ride in, ride out.
Would they ride in, ride out?
On what they came in on.
Fair enough. Time to go mug some people.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, Mr. Hole. Turn around, walk out.
Hey, next time you go to decide to waste somebody's time and not buy anything, just let me know, okay? And maybe you can walk the other direction. All right?
Yes, sir.
Well, maybe if you carry cauldrons here, we wouldn't be leaving empty-handed.
Or pies.
Do you have any pies?
Yeah. Hey, just stand right there. Let me go get one for you.
It's in a hole in the field. He'll be right back.
And
Is he going off to get one?
He walks
pie
back
hole.
into the back.
No, you don't want that.
And
it's gonna be a different type of chocolate pie.
whizzing by your head is a sizable cow pie that just kind of splats on the wall beside you. There's a pie!
Why would you ruin a good pie by throwing it against the wall?
Yeah, you can scrape it up.
Oh, I don't want it now. All right. I'm gonna walk out.
Let's get out of here.
So it was a waste of time.
I'll be right back.
This town is a waste of time.
Well, that is just not true, Blaylock.
I agree with Blaylock.
Have you had the pie?
No, I don't
Not
want
to
the
admit
pie.
The pie it's pretty good. It almost makes you hear voices. It's so good.
Yes, we should just settle roots here and just not worry about anything else that's going on.
No.
Does sound pretty nice.
How many people are wearing purple pants as we're walking around?
Really? I mean, you see them.
Just saying.
DM doesn't have a number?
Yes. This is most peculiar. Is it?
It's like how many ants do we see crawling near the bread outside the tavern?
Oh. Well, that's a much different statement than the one before it.
No, not everyone has purple pants. You see people that have purple pants. That doesn't mean everyone that has purple pants is associated with people.
You made it seem like
who wear
everybody
purple
has
pants.
purple pants. You made it seem like everybody has purple pants because we're in Purple Pantsville.
Boy.
Won't be that night. Well, boys, let's just get out of here. Let's just start heading.
It is time to go.
I agree.
It is sad that Cape's vessel is gone, yet this place is carrying on as if nothing has happened to the surrounding towns and cities.
Blaylock, I don't think they care.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yes.
Exactly.
All right.
We get
Let's head that
going.
way.
I am ready to just leave.
Are you able to pull yourself away, Zormir?
Nobody else wants to stay another night?
Nobody.
I mean, I'd rather stay another night in a room instead of going out into the wilderness and leave at daylight, so we have more hours of daylight to travel.
Okay, I mean, if we're gonna go today, and I need to get some more pie before we leave.
Show of hands. Who wants to stay and who wants to go?
Someone's gonna kind of nervously look around and
I think it's just
slowly
C
raise
and
his
I.
hand.
I have no problem staying another night.
Grayson is not raising his hand.
Yeah, I figured we threw against two.
Arlo? Tiebreaker.
All right. How many days is it going to take us to get to the plateau?
We know nothing about how far it is from here.
I'm going to pull out the map and I'm going to look at it.
Let's look at the map and see.
Do you have a compass?
It is difficult to gauge distance, not knowing how long it took to get from Cape Spassel to here.
I'm just gonna ask a random passerby if they know how long it takes to get to the plateau up north from here.
So you grab a small halfling man that's walking by. Hello, what? How can
Excuse me, sir.
help you? Oh, yes. Yes.
Do you know how long it takes to get to the plateau from here?
Well, who would know that? Who would want to leave this place?
Some people travel. They need to go. They need to come. Just wondering if you by chance know how far it is, or anyone we can talk to know how far it is.
I'm sure it's quite the journey with my small halfling legs. I would imagine maybe 3 days travel north if the weather permits. It's not like you've upset some god of the sea or anything, so it shouldn't be bad.
I'm going to look at his pants.
They're normal. They're blue jeans.
They're blue jeans. They have jeans here?
Are they purple blue jeans?
They are not purple blue jeans. They are regular pants.
Got it.
I'm gonna toss them a gold and say thanks for the information.
Oh, absolutely. If there's anything I can help for information, I mean.
Craft. Do you know Craft?
Who?
Bella just moves at him.
If you'd like to craft a nice brew, or craft something.
I would like to craft
sandwich.
my way out of this town.
I don't know
Arlo.
why anyone would leave this town. This is a great place.
Yes,
I agree.
Sure.
I agree with you.
I'm sure.
It's a great place if you're a halfling, but apparently if you're a minotaur, you're super uncomfortable here.
Arlo, what say you?
Oh, Arlo's not here.
I think Arlo would agree to just get out of here. And based on what this gentleman just told us, it should take us about a day and a half. And it would take him. It'll take Carlson 3 days, but the rest of us will be good in a day.
I'll work on my Zoramir harness.
Actually,
So
you guys can
what
get
are
your-
we doing?
Well,
Well, you
If
guys
there's-
want to leave.
I am all for leaving, like now.
Let's go. And Grayson just starts walking.
well, I wouldn't know a good place to hit you across the face. I'm gonna go get some pie before we leave.
Just don't pick it up off the ground and behind the cow.
I'll wave at him and go over back to the tavern and order up 2 pies.
All right. So you walk in to the Wiggly Worm. Soft paws sees you walk in, and you hop up on the bar stool. She leans over. Gotta fix my screen thing here again. All right, fix the screens.
See how this works, man.
All right. She leans over, and how can I help you?
Fortunately, the rest of my travelers, they don't want to stay here. We're headed out. I don't really want to, but the pie is just so delicious here. I was hoping I could get a couple for the road.
Oh, I can get you one of those right meow. And she turns and goes into the back and comes out with one what smells like a berry pie and the other apple, and sets them down. Is this what you need, or do you need more? And she just kind of takes a claw over the top of one of the pies.
This is perfect. Do you have any muffins by any chance?
Muffins? Mine or the edible kind?
Oh, maybe save yours for when I get back into town.
She leans back and goes into the back again, and she has about 6 of them, half dozen, and comes out all on a tray, and you can smell them. They're freshly baked. They're still warm. You can see some steam rising off of them, and you notice as she brings them out, the other denizens of the tavern kind of stop what they're doing as they all stick their noses into the air and smell the sweet smells of the muffins being set out, and you're now kind of center of attention as she's stacking all these sweet desserts in front of you.
Oh, these smell amazing. I'm gonna pick one up and take a bite out of it.
It's delicious. You bite in, and as you bite in, a fresh cooked blueberry kind of bursts into your mouth and fills your mouth with that sweet taste of fresh fruit, and you get the soft, moist muffin. Just kind of your teeth just go right through it, and with the adventures you've been on and everything, this is probably one of the best muffins you've had.
Looking at him, is it really that good? Is it as good as the pie?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. I'm gonna toss him a muffin. It's amazing.
Catch it.
Why are we leaving this place? How much is all of this?
For this, 5 gold pieces.
I'll take out 6 and toss it over.
Well, thank you. She gives you a wink, takes the gold.
These are amazing.
I'll scoop up the sweets, put a pie in my bag, take the other one in my hand.
Okay.
You're
In
putting
with the
your
other
pies
stuff.
with your rotten meat?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm putting it gently in my bag.
All
Entwalled
right.
parasite dragons gotta eat, man.
You got the roll for that. See if you get in there without hitting your meat.
No. I know exactly how that one's. Anyways, so you take the rest of it. I mean, that's a lot to hold. What are you doing with the muffins?
Did other people come in with me?
It sounds like Arlo
Give me
did.
another. Give me another one. I'll take one. I'll put a couple in my bag.
Well, I was gonna carry him out to the rest of the party and toss them each a muffin.
Okay, so I don't need to do a dexterity check because you'll pass. I
You
can't
never
roll
know.
lower than a 10. So you're holding all these muffins in like a pie, and you just got them cradled up against you as you walk out. Blaylock and Galtier and Grayson, you see him just carrying these muffins, and they're really hot. So you can feel the kind of the steam coming up underneath your chin, and then the smell of the berries just up in your face. It's a wonderful experience as you're walking with these.
I thought you went in there for pies. Where'd you get muffins from?
They're so good. Try it.
Here's a parting gift from the town.
Can we go now? Grayson looks at you.
I'm gonna turn around and stand looking into the town, just kind of taking it in one last time with my pie in hand. Pie under my mouth or nose, and just kind of take another couple scoops with my hand and eating the pie.
Feel free to stay if you like.
Slowly turn around with my head down. Let's get going.
A good choice. And Grayson begins walking to the north. Is everybody else going?
Yep.
All right. You start out from the town, and as it slowly sinks into the distance, you can continue on your journey northward. Can't talk tonight. Ciderpoint begins to fade into the distance, and you hear the sounds of merriment as the evening sets in, slowly fades away. And Zormir, as you turn back, you can see the glow of the town in the distance, and almost a tear fills your eye because of the feelings of home that place has given you. The sounds of the merriment converts to the sounds of night as crickets begin chirping across the wide open fields, and a light breeze blows across the field, blowing through your hair and giving you a light chill as night sets in, and a full moon illuminates your path forward.
Well, should be interesting for tonight. How long are we gonna walk?
When should we camp? We've been traveling for quite some time.
Yeah, I think it's
Might
awful
get
dangerous to be driving headlong into this, walking through these paths at night, since we've never been here.
What would you have us do, Arlo?
Well, I say we should camp, find a place off the beaten path.
And you know, there's no real path here. It's just
Okay.
fields of just plains.
So no shelters or anything that could be seen.
No, pretty wide
Okay.
open. Beautiful, clear night.
I'll look back at Blaylock and Zormir. Gulcher, what do you guys want to do? You want to keep walking or you want to stay?
It's
Staying
probably better.
is best. Walking in unknown territory is a recipe for disaster.
I agree with Blaylock.
Great. All right.
All right. You take out supplies and build a small campsite to settle in for the evening.
I will take first watch.
That
Feel
sounds
pretty good.
good.
I could do the second.
Second. All right, I'll rest. Blaylock, go ahead and roll it up.
Is that just a intelligence? No, that's not intelligence.
Perception.
Perception. There. It's my first time D&Ding. 17.
Okay. You kind of sat there, and this place is very therapeutic for you. It reminds you of home. It's wide open plains, few trees, the cool night air brushes across your face as you sit and listen and hear just the silence of the plains and contemplate the drifting that occurred earlier.
This guy didn't do any drifting.
Yeah, you
Oh.
contemplating what Arlo
yeah, you did do
and
drifting. Yeah, sorry.
No. I am curious what this drifting would have been like. To see my past or future. I wonder. Then I'll look down at the at the mind shielding ring. Best not to chance it.
All right. So you watch, see nothing, wake up Arlo.
Arlo. It's a beautiful evening.
Oh, man, I was sleeping so good.
And now you can take watch just as good.
Oh, okay. Good night, buddy.
Yes. See you in the morning.
Yeah.
Arlo, go ahead and roll perception.
I rolled a 4.
Okay. As you're watching, just the peace washes over you to the point your eyes get heavy and you nod off back to sleep. Moments later, as the sun rises in the distance, you hear
Oh,
a
thank
thunderous
goodness.
sound
Is that another Triceratops?
roars towards you. And as the ground, you feel slight vibrations. You look up, and Arlo, above you is this massive elk-like creature. Standing over you, it bends down and just nudges Zormir with its nose, rolling him across the ground a bit.
I'll stand up and start yelling. We're being attacked. We're being attacked. I'll draw my sword.
Okay.
Oh no.
Grayson
Goodbye.
Start
Toss ahead.
screaming for everybody to get up.
Grayson stands up. Arlo, oh God, I need a drink. Arlo,
What?
it's fine.
Look at these. What are these things?
They made it.
What?
Albaron and Mario, you're here. I didn't think you were gonna make it.
And it just nuzzles up next to you. Of course, Arlo, when you're seeing this thing is like 5-6 times the size of Zormir.
Is it? What is this?
I'll scratch its snout a little bit, and then I'm gonna turn around and reach into my bag and take out the pie that I had stashed in there and offer it some food.
You pull out mainly the tin, as most of it has slid down into your pack and just piled up into the bottom, but there are remnants of pie within the dish. and offer it up to him, and he eats it. And you see his eyes get a little bigger, as sweets aren't something that's super typical, but berries. The other one walks over to Grayson, and he gives it a nice pat on the neck, and while the other one kind of sniffs down at Blaylock.
It's been a while, friend. Remind me, what does it take for the animal handling check? Not that I don't want the DC check. I'm just saying, is it like an hour? What is it? What is the time?
You just make the check once per day.
Oh, okay. I would like to make the check once per day. Does Flash of Genius work?
Yep.
Can I
It's a
get?
check.
Oh, yes. Come on, +0. 15.
How much?
15.
That's not a success. You try, but it's been so long since you and Grayson have seen these creatures that you both can't seem to make a connection.
I've got like a little mechanical comb over there, like trying to like comb its fur, but I'm a little out of practice and I'm doing it a little bit too viciously.
Gautier, you see these massive elk-like creatures, horns like raising into the air, towering over the top of everybody.
Did you guys ride those things?
They
Yes.
they have ornate saddles on them and everything.
So who gave you monsters to ride?
These are not monsters.
They are our friends and a gift from the king.
This came from
That
the dead spokes. It
is
will-
awesome.
Hmm.
These things look like they could run forever.
They had to have. They've traveled a long way from where we left them.
We should make sure to. Is there water by?
Not really.
We should get them food and drink as soon as possible.
I'm gonna look mine over and see if it seems like it's had any encounters on its journey.
Give a medicine check.
16.
It's got a few scrapes. It's seen some action, but nothing unnatural.
Nothing it can handle with giant
Nothing-
antlers.
Yeah, nothing it couldn't handle, it seems.
Well, we're gonna feed them and give them drink like Blaylock said, and then ride them to the plateau.
Let's just ensure that we take some time for them to get the sustenance they need, since they have traveled so far.
That's very, very important. Very true, Blaylock. I agree. I'm gonna scrounge around in my bag for some meat that I have in there.
I'm going.
Okay. Where are you going, Galtier?
I'm gonna try to pet one of them.
Okay. It-
See if they're how friendly they are towards me.
It doesn't pull away from you.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Zoramir,
Walk up to-
you pull out some meat and hold it up to it, and it turns its nose up in the air. That wants nothing to do.
I'm gonna follow it around a little bit, like, it's good for you. You need to eat.
Grayson says, "Don't we have beads of nourishment or food or something?"
We do, and that will get them by for now, but proper care and handling is advised for such majestic creatures.
Hey
Hmm.
Z, do you think it would let me ride?
Maybe I'd prefer you only rode if I was on there, though.
Well, let's try it.
Okay, be gentle with it. I'll unfurl my little mini halfling stepladder to get onto it.
Okay. So you unroll it down, it clatters down, and you can see that your Talsahin is being very docile, and it does its best to hold still as you climb up on top and seat yourself into the saddle.
At its mane, thanking it for being such a good Telsahen. I'll beckon Arlo up.
Okay.
I'm gonna pet him on the snout a little bit, just trying to show him that I'm not an enemy or anything. I'm just trying to be friendly with him, and then I'll try to get on its back behind Zormir.
All right. Give me an animal handling.
Yes. Outstanding. 14.
Okay.
Woo!
Fair enough. You kind of use the steps that are there for Zormir to prop yourself and swing your leg over. The Talsahin raises its head into the air and belts out a call. It's not entirely happy with it, but it can support your weight.
If we're gonna try to go 2 by 2, I should probably ride with Grayson.
All right.
Oh, you don't want to get on there with Blaylock?
Seat taken, and I'll have my turret out.
So Grayson
There's the answer to that one.
Grayson gets on top of the Talsahin and reaches an arm down for you to grab onto. Go ahead and give me an animal handling check.
Dirty 20.
Okay. With a quick pull, you swing your leg up and ride behind him, and Grayson looks back at you. Don't touch my waist. So you kind of grab onto the back of the saddle best you can. It's not a great grip, but it's what's available. And you're all
Grayson, give me your whip real quick.
he, without even looking back. How about no? And you're all mounted. And who's leading the path forward?
I will, since I have expert control over my Telsahen.
Never
Oh, I
gonna live that down.
forgot.
Zormir immediately takes off, and the Talsahin bolts forward with thunderous hooves pounding across the plains. The other two rear up and charge forward. And for those of you that have not been on one before, they are moving quick. It's quite a bit faster than a horse. And as you charge across the terrain, heading farther and further northward.
Holy crap, this thing can move.
Isn't it nice?
This is neat. I want one.
At this speed, we should be there today.
Recommend you become good friends with the elves then if you wish to get one of these.
I think I'll have to.
So as you ride across the flat plains, they begin to thin to a much rockier terrain as the plateaus begin to rise in the distance. The air becomes brisk and cooler here and almost has a constant smell of wet earth. In the far distance, as the sun begins to set, you see a small settlement resting below several large plateaus.
It shouldn't be too hard, Arlo. You merely need to save an elven society and restore their homeland after you cleanse their homeland of demons that have been infesting it for hundreds of years. After that, you may be gifted with one of these creatures.
Oh, is that all? Just save a civilization.
Just one.
Just one. Well, aren't you just special?
It's that easy.
I just sigh and shake my head.
Do you
Well, I'm
continue riding toward the town?
Yeah.
Zormir, you're leading this. How close are you going to get to the town?
How close are we again?
You can see it in the distance.
We're gonna keep going closer until we can start seeing a glimpse of activity in there.
Okay.
Kind of see what's going on.
As you get closer, you see large fields of crops kind of line what seems to be a makeshift path that's a little more beaten down than what you've been traveling, heading into the city. Grains of various sorts growing all over. You can start seeing people moving about in the distance now.
Can we tell what race the town is, or what the people
No,
are?
as you see the people, they're all, they seem to be all wearing robes of some sort, hooded robes, as they are walking the distance, and even those that are working in the fields.
Let's slow down a little bit and pull alongside everybody. Are they all wearing hoods? Seems very strange.
Hoods. Not any stranger than the Ciderpoint. No merriment. It's just somber. Most peculiar being so close.
Shall we keep approaching?
What time of day is it again?
Dusk is setting in, so the sun's still up in some capacity for light, but it's getting darker.
I would advise waiting until the morrow.
We could do that.
Can we
Let's
see what color robes they have from the distance or not?
It's hard to tell. They look very dark, but with dusk setting in, it's hard to see.
Do they have any tinge of purple?
Yeah,
Oh my
purple.
God.
They're purple robes.
From what we found out in Ciderpoint, it might be worth holding off for the night and trying to get closer at night to get a reading on the town, who's currently occupying it.
You want to approach
And I
this
was
town
going to look
night?
at Z,
You want me to approach this town at night?
do rogue things. I think you're better than most of us at sneaking. You don't have to get too close.
Is it close enough where, like, are we close enough where I can be there in like 15 minutes, or are we still a distance off?
You're a distance off. It would take a bit to get there on foot.
So, question: how loud are the stomping of these elks?
I mean, they're loud. They're big creatures.
Okay. So it'd be best to finish approaching on foot, probably.
Stealth check.
Stealth check your elk.
Giant elk with a minotaur on it. I am very sneaky.
Nat 20 stealth check. No one hears you coming.
Gosh.
Hear me sneak.
I will prestidigitate red eyes coming up to this town. The giant minotaur on an elk riding in with red glowing eyes. It'd be beautiful.
But we know nothing about this town, about who's occupying it, and it could be the cult you guys have been looking for. Don't know if we want to go headlong into it
Yeah, let's just stay here tonight. See what happens in the morning.
Zoramir, what? How far is it away again? You just said a ways off.
It's in the distance. Yeah.
Take a while by foot.
Yeah. Scouting is out of the question unless we get closer. Then we'll be in their sights if we aren't already.
That is the problem.
Let's bed up for the night. Approach it in daylight.
Is there a place that we can just, set up camp, put our back against a rock or something so we don't get surrounded?
There's
Is
rocks
that-
around.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do they look like eggs?
They do not.
Good.
A valid question.
I'm tired of making characters.
I would like to investigate all of the rocks.
You're gonna make sure they don't look like eggs.
Zoramir begins looking over all the rocks, looking around them, looking for all sorts of things. He jumps as a small rock falls from above one of the others and looks around like a skittish squirrel. But nothing to be concerned about.
Varsis children.
Grayson looks up and remember, the Tausahin don't like to be stabled. I suggest in the morning we go on foot the rest of the way.
Yes.
Who's going to watch?
I'll take first watch tonight.
All
I
right.
can take second.
Okay. Zoramir, roll it up.
19.
Okay. You sit there, and the air has gotten quite cold as you've raised in elevation, as you went farther north on the plateau. The distance, you see the ice flame peaks, and you feel like there's time to time you see a large, dark shadow in the distance kind of raise up, fly over the top of one of the peaks. And you look down toward the town, and it glows from a large fire in the evening that eventually dies out as silence fills the plateau.
Gautier, Arlo. Wait, are they sleeping? Are we all sleeping?
Everyone's
all sleeping.
Yep.
Fine.
And Zoramir, you wake up whoever's next.
Maybe.
Over and kick Galtier awake.
Is that the only way you know how to wake people up?
I could use my dagger.
Who thinks I'm gonna wake up my friend by stabbing them?
You asked. I'm tired.
We'll get some rest.
I'll lay down.
Also, I
Gautier?
got another dirty 20
For what?
for perception.
Oh, for your perception? Okay. You also don't see anything. You just kind of rest there watching over everyone as the sun rises in the distance. You see Grayson roll over and... Anything, Gautier?
Nothing that is immediate required. Nothing happened last night on my half. We have to talk to Z about his half.
We should be
Happened on mine.
quiet and careful.
Go over and wake up Arlo and Layla. Just in case they're not yet.
Arlo?
What?
I think it's time.
Oh, gosh, okay. I'm sleeping so good again. Feels good to be out in the fresh air.
Hmm.
Oh,
Have I ever told you about how I've journeyed through the remains of Varsith, this idol that these cultists follow so dearly?
You traveled through the remains of a dead dragon?
Yes,
News to me.
yes, I have. Though we did not know mm, everything we know now about the dragon, it was a mighty, mighty beast. Mm, I cannot imagine the people trying to bring it back, and the size and scope of the destruction that it could wreak.
We cannot allow it.
I wonder if they need anything from the remains of the dragon.
Let's hope they
Interesting.
need something that they can't get to make it harder for them to be able to resurrect it.
True. Should we come in under the auspice of wanting to join this cult to get more information?
Well, we were told that Grayson could blend in pretty easily with them.
I could make you all invisible for an hour.
I don't think we really need to do that. Should we start
Maybe.
off being suspicious?
No,
Probably
it would
not.
be suspicious if we come up and say, so, resurrected any dragons lately?
Well,
We
it's our
don't even know for sure that this town is full of them.
I don't remember of Varsith people being up here, but
Maybe I'm confused of the cult.
All we
Possibly.
know, based on what we learned in the alchemy shop, was that those up north is how he kept saying it. When we were asking about people in red robes.
The Order of Valdean Knights, correct?
Hey, did you guys hear that?
No.
You didn't.
Passive perception says what?
So, Connor, did you hear?
Are you hearing things again?
You didn't hear it?
I usually hear everything, and I did not hear anything.
This is really weird. I'm hearing voices.
What did they say?
It said it smells of home here.
What does that even mean, Arlo?
I don't know. They didn't tell me.
I know I slept near Zormir last night, and it does definitely not smell of home.
That's your fault.
He kept moving closer.
You must not
That
have
doesn't
pie in
sound
your
right.
home then.
Have you
That
been
is all I
hearing
could
things
smell.
since you went drifting?
I'd like to do a medicine check and check to see if I notice anything out of the ordinary with the very excitable Arlo. Well, hold still, please.
Okay, medicine, check it up.
I don't think there's anything wrong with me. It's just, well, maybe there is.
9.
Seems fine.
Yes, definitely seems normal to me.
That's not normal hearing voices.
No, not normal, which means there's something else affecting you. I am very aware of hearing voices from time to time. Be on guard.
Oh, okay. I could do that, but we got enough problems.
I think
Yes.
we should head into town.
A dragonborn dipping into insanity is not a problem I care to deal with right now. So please, let us know if anything else occurs.
I can do that. Yeah. I just kind of shake my head and just kind of walk on us. We're just gonna go to this town. Say hi.
I say we should go, but keep a watchful eye.
Hmm.
Zormir, stay close.
Yeah, I will.
Let's try not to get in trouble and mischief and get arrested.
Never try to get in trouble, to be fair.
Just do. Do or do not. There is no try.
Yes, Master Gauthier.
And Grayson just sighs, takes a swig, and then walks forward toward the town.
Well, what's our story going to be, by the way? Sounds like travelers don't often come here. Why are we here?
I'm gonna bring out the unseen servant and the turret and just let it walk alongside me.
I'd say we're just passing through. I mean,
Better yet, I'll have the unseen servant ride the turret.
Okay.
I don't know if just saying we're passing through will work, considering it doesn't seem like anybody goes to Plateau often anymore. And we are coming from the south. And looking at the map, there is a path from the west.
yeah. Heard there was gold up there in these plateaus.
Up there in your parts. We're doing treasure hunters.
Yes, I heard that as well.
As we're walking, I'm just going to be looking over at Ice Flame Peaks.
Okay. The tingle inside you feels like there's something over that direction. And as you all walk closer and closer into the town, you begin seeing more and more people in long black robes with the hood up, moving about their business. You enter into the town and see those having conversations back and forth. And as you walk in, you notice kind of a hush falls over the town. The makeshift homes aren't super nice. They look like they've been put together with stone and some scraps of wood from maybe a nearby forest. The quietness is awkward as they all just look at you, and you look from beside one of the buildings and you see a few children peek their heads out from around corners, and they just kind of stare at you for a bit and then laugh and run away. And before long, you see someone walking hurriedly toward you. As they get closer, you notice a deep red face, features of a tiefling, long black robes with hints of blue inlaid within the fibers that seem to glint in the morning sun. Aha! Welcome to Svarket, travelers. And the business behind you, people begin talking and going about their business like nothing ever happened again.
Do I recognize the tiefling?
Nope.
Greetings.
We don't get many visitors out this way. What brings you to our quiet little settlement?
Oh, dragons, cults, constructs.
Sounds quite intriguing, though it looks like you've brought constructs of your own.
Yes. Yes. Have you
I
seen
hope they're not
any
here to
other
cause trouble.
No. Merely my companions of my own making. Have you seen any other constructs similar to these, maybe even of a superior nature?
Only one, a traveler that comes into town, Karajinen. But it's only for trade. He quickly leaves. He's never here for long, but a good friend.
What is this town again?
This is the town of Svarkat. And forgive me, I'm so rude. I've forgotten. My name is Geston Indigo.
Well,
And he
we are
bows
the ones
down.
who are rude and did not ask your name. I am Blaylock.
Hello,
I am
Master Blaylock.
Galtier.
Master Galtier.
Hmm.
Grayson. Master Grayson.
Call me Z.
Z, an odd name, but Master Z. And you are?
Owl at him. I'm a dragonborn.
Yes, I see that. We have some of those here. Your race is common, but
My name's not important.
but it's proper to introduce oneself. Again, I am Geston Indigo, and he raises out a hand.
I'm Scott. I'm Viato.
Beato?
Viato's my name.
Beato. Oh, okay. Beato. Well, anything in particular I can help you with today? I'm sorry, I'm so unprepared. We just don't have those of you the travelers that come by. It's exciting. It's exciting.
What do you have in this town?
Well, we have a couple places of business. We have our mines. You know, our greatest source of income, and
Yes, that would be a proper question. Would be what do your townsfolk do from day to day? What is your major commodity?
oh, we of course you saw our crops. It feeds our people here. We're quite a local community, and a lot of us work in the mines, and we mine iron that we trade with Karajinen, and he provides monetary support for us, as well as supplies and medicine and protection from those who would cause trouble. But that wouldn't be any of you, right? No one would cause troubles here.
No.
That's good. We are
No.
like a family here, and we are always willing to welcome others to our family.
Did you say Karajin?
Karajinen, yes.
Kajinen.
Is he the merchant you talked about that has a construct that comes once in a while?
Yes.
He is the construct, I believe.
Of some sort, yes.
Oh, like a battle. I know. Okay. It is. How does he provide you protection if he's not here often?
Oh, he seems to be quite a formidable warrior. When we get harassed by things from the Egglayer Woods, he usually seems to be not far and helps take care of things.
Interesting.
See, Zoramir, this is what a normal town looks like.
A normal town?
We just came from Ciderpoint, and he was not a fan of Ciderpoint.
Not a fan of those of Ciderpoint.
Yes. Yes, we have some of us who travel down that way for a vacation, so to speak.
Yes, a vacation because it is such a pleasant place to stay.
I myself have never been there, but I hear tales of. Well, I hear tales of things.
When you do end a visit, get some of the pie. It is delicious. Maybe
Oh,
maybe
okay.
skip the drifting.
Skip the drifting. I will mark that. And he reaches back and he pulls out a small book and he opens it up and he writes in, "Skip the drifting. Eat
Does
the pies." Yes, that
does
is
he
excellent advice.
does he have a hood up
Yes,
or anything?
everyone's hood is
Okay.
up.
Okay.
Hmm.
That was good. Yeah, never mind.
What's the weather like?
It's chilly. The air here is thin and cool.
Okay. So it's nothing out of the ordinary then. Just you see people
No.
trying to keep warm. Yeah. Okay.
So I can take you around and show you some of our offerings here and let
If
you
you don't mind,
choose.
that'd be great.
Sure.
Hmm.
I would be.
Is it possible to acquire one of those hoods? I'm feeling a bit cold.
It is a little drafty up here.
Yes.
Well, sure. And right as he begins to answer, a group of women of various races. You see a dragonborn. You see an elf. You see a dwarf come running up and just begin measuring you all with tapes and strands of ribbons,
Oh my.
and they're
Getting a
just
little handsy
circling
over
you
there.
like swarms. Sorry, excuse me. And he says something that you don't understand to them, and they say something back. And moments later, a few more run out of a small house nearby, carrying robes out to you. If you plan on staying here, as to not offend anyone, we ask that you wear the robes as it is our culture here.
What is the significance of the robes?
It's just it's our culture. It's what we do. It's been passed on from generation to generation. We take great pride in our covering.
Excellent. Then I too shall partake in this. Where I hail from, there are many traditions, and some we ask outsiders to participate in. Most we do not. It is a matter of opinion.
And if you plan on staying for the evening, if you wear the robes, you are part of the family here, and one of the local residents would be happy to take you in and keep you warm and feed you.
You guys
Yes.
don't have a tavern in an inn?
We are
There's no need with this
one
kind of
race here, one
generosity.
family. Yes,
That is true.
we take in the weary travelers and make sure they're well cared for.
I particularly like this town. This is quite the change over our previous endeavor.
So we have Z's favorite place, and now we have Blaylock's favorite place.
Oh, I'm gonna slap the Telsahan and then say, go, run.
Slap it.
I didn't realize they were with us. I
Yeah,
thought
I
you
didn't
left
think
them
they were
outside
with
town.
you either. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure
Be
that they weren't
free!
like following around and like in the middle of town. These giant
I
things.
think that would have been a little different of a response.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put
Like-
the robe on.
Grayson looks at you all and puts it on, but he's not happy about it.
Uh,
I don't.
I'm gonna whisper to Blaylock, like, Blaylock, you think you can do a detect magic on these robes at some point in time? Just-
Not now. That would be rude. That kind of magic
I didn't
is
say now.
very popular and is observable to the eye.
You may
Zormir,
would
Like,
like-
what did you do with that shopkeeper?
Shut up.
Zormir, what are you doing with the robe?
I'll just put it on over everything.
Okay, so you're double hooded.
Yep.
Wait, is he triple hood at this point in time?
Zoramir, you must be very cold.
Yes, it does seem he's very cold, Grayson says.
You don't need me to be changing here.
Arlo?
So what happens if we decide we don't want to wear? Is there consequences?
There's no consequences, but I can't guarantee that the people of town will treat you as warmly as they would if you did.
Vieto, don't be rude right now.
Yes, you may not be familiar with the customs of this land, kind of like your antics at Cape's Vassal. Be careful. Some people would take offense at what you find as trivial.
Well, I'll put this on under protest. So I'll put it on.
Well, welcome to the family. Let me take you around. And he leads you over to a place built from real rickety wood and stone. You can see slightly inside of it. It looks pretty rough on the inside, and with a proud look on his face, he turns. This is the well. This is where we go to imbibe and drink and some food if it's necessary. Lets us escape from our day-to-day for a moment, especially those from the mines. A good place run by Haxley Shast. Very pleasant fellow. Was so happy when he decided to come join us. And he keeps walking past that. And here we have a little bit of an oddity here. Yicks, sticks, and bricks. You can find basic items and food and typical supplies.
And rhyming.
Yick is an odd fellow, but we love him as one of our own, for sure. He brews his own alcohol. It's an acquired taste, I will say.
What was the owner's name?
Grayson,
Yick.
that is...
I don't want any.
What?
You have your own.
I have this, and he unscrews it and takes a drink and stuffs it back in his robe. Unfortunately, that's pretty much what is here. You're welcome to stay. The meals are in the evenings, and I can arrange with Shura for a place to sleep.
What can you tell us about the plateau behind the town?
Harsh living for anyone that would live there. I really don't know how Karajinin survives in the plateau, but he seems to do well. Other than that, time to time, large creatures dwell there, your typical desert-type creatures, if you've been in any kind of desert. The mines are very productive. Iron is our main resource.
Okay, I think we will wander around.
Has there been any increased interest in the iron?
No, I would say it's as it has been for quite some time.
Stumble onto anything interesting in the mines?
If there's one thing that we are good at here in Svarkat is not being interesting.
That is Good. I suppose.
Yes, I would agree. It's a peaceful life here.
I miss Cidersport.
Goodness, this is quite the change. I'm gonna go. Now, are we like? Do we just go into any random house and say, "Hi, how are you? I'm blah blah blah." I mean,
You
what
can do
is the
whatever
custom?
you'd like.
It
Oh, you're
sounds like
asking-
you can do what Z did.
Now, what is the custom? I mean, this is just want to make sure I'm not perceived as rude. Do I just venture into an establishment, into a house, and say hello, friend, brother?
Our homes are your homes.
Everything inside too?
For use, not for possession.
Grayson, you never cease to amaze me in your aptitude for situations.
What did I say?
We were going to come in here in a totally different manner. I am glad we did not.
You win some, you lose some.
Well, I am all for having a gander. Since it is the beginning of the day, I would like to see what the regular to and fro is amongst the town.
Well, feel free. If you would like to stay the evening here, just meet me outside the well this evening.
Will do.
May I join some of the miners in their endeavor?
It's quite a walk to the mine, but I don't believe that's what you would want to do. You wouldn't want to get dirty. You're not really prepared for working in the mine. Are you a miner by trade?
Boom.
Just a fan of the underground dwellings and the curiosities that come from there. That is all. Just curiosity.
And as you hear that, you kind of turn around, and a few of the kids are like poking at the turret and the servant, and laughing and kind of circling them.
I'm gonna make it start doing like a rodeo show, and it'll start riding it like a bronco.
They just start clapping and cheering, and laughing as they watch.
The unseen servant will continue on, and then he'll do a little front flip off of there, and then bow.
My dumb question: if he's unseen, how do they know what he's
Yeah.
doing?
It's not unseen servant; it's just tiny servant.
Tiny servant.
Oh, okay.
If I said
Sorry.
unseen, I'd misspoke.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
He's the worst unseen servant ever.
He's entertaining these kids, but don't know what's happening.
I put a hat on him. Just a little hat walking around.
Are we right outside Yix?
Yeah, it's not. I mean, the settlement's pretty small. It's there.
I think we're always outside of Yitz.
Yeah, Yick, Y-I-C-K.
Okay. So it's Yick, sticks, and bricks. Got it.
I'm sorry, I heard Yix, and then he said Yitz, and I'm like,
They said
Yitz.
Yix ish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna look at Zormir and nod my head. I'm gonna go to Yix.
I'll come with.
Alcoholics. I am going to go talk to people who are in the fields working on the vegetables and stuff.
Okay. Grayson's gonna go with you. Blaylock, where are you gonna go?
I'm just gonna walk around the town with the turret out.
Okay.
And the tiny servant, just with my robe on, entertaining.
He is so happy here.
Okay. So, who's going to Arlo and Zoramir?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So you walk into Yix. It's not the nicest place. There's definitely made from like a mud hut. It kind of smells in there, and you see a hooded figure in the back of the room, and he turns around, and what you see is the muzzle face of a kobold.
Oh.
Running from his nose is just almost a constant stream of snot while he drools out of the side of his mouth. And he looked at you. Oh, customers!
Oh.
Sounds like he needs some Vicks vapor rub.
Uh-huh.
And
Ink sticks, bricks, and Vicks.
he runs over and he's just rubbing his hands together. What can I do for you today?
Why, you seem very excited to have customers.
Oh, I'm happy.
Don't usually get customers.
Yeah, but you're new.
Uh,
I bet I could interest you in my secret brew. You
Does it
would
make
love
you
it.
drift?
Drift? Maybe it makes you drift on a cloud.
What's the secret of the secret brew?
Oh, if I told you the secret, then it wouldn't be a secret. But it's delicious. Wait, one second. I'll be right back. And he runs over, and he's got kind of a little bit of a limp to him as he runs back to the back, and he comes out with like a beaker vial, and it's swirling around in there. And he holds it up to your nose. Here, take a smell. And you smell like earthy flowers is the smell.
Turn to Arlo. I'll take a sip if you do.
I'll look at him and I'll speak to him in Draconic. I just sent that to you. I okay.
Oh.
How much for it?
How much? I never really had to. Probably a gold a bottle.
I don't think so. You
What?
can keep it.
How about 5 silver?
How about if you let me taste it? If I like it, I'll buy it.
Well, everyone gets a sample. And he reaches up and just kind of wipes his nose on the sleeve of his jacket or his robe, and at that moment you notice that the glistening golden strands down his sleeves of his robe are not golden inlay, it's dried snot.
Oh no.
So he goes and grabs a small mug, and he pours a little bit into 2 of them and sets the bottle down and runs over. Oh, you're gonna like this. And he hands it to both of you.
Well, see, we've seen Grayson take some nasty stuff.
I'm gonna pick it up and turn to him. Yeah. Hey, say, Yick, what's that that you have on the shelf back there? I'll point
No,
somewhere
it's-
behind him.
It's food. He's very intently watching you as you look at this drink.
I'll grab mine and I'll look at Zoramir. Cheers. Let's clink glasses and knock it back.
Okay.
After what we just got done drifting, if yours is as bad as mine, I'll take it.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Okay, you take the drink and tip it back, and just you feel it lumping into your throat as you chug back what's there. And as you pull it down and kind of taste the flavor, the earthy, flowery smell has completely dissipated. And what you taste is really briny liquid, almost like salt water. Super bitter, but it's really potent. And I need you both to make a Constitution check.
You guys are drunk.
It's like your own snot, but his.
9.
Okay, that's a failure.
Did you say Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. 13.
Okay, still a failure.
I figured.
What was yours, Zormir?
19.
All right.
Fail.
Both of you fail.
What?
Oh my gosh. Oh.
What?
You are both rank 3 drunk. And
What?
you gain the inebriated condition. You have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, but believe you have advantage.
Oh my God.
Disadvantage on attack
This
and
one strong drink. Holy crap.
And ability checks.
ability checks.
What was that?
Yeah. Whoa!
Oh my god.
Woo! That's good stuff, isn't it?
Why are you screaming?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought you were screaming, so I screamed. Oh.
How many bottles can I get you?
Shush. Ah,
Gee.
so loud.
Wow. I just need to sit here for a while. Holy Toledo. Do you drink this stuff?
Oh, yeah. It's delicious.
Oh.
I haven't
I'm
had
gonna-
anything this good since I left the Swamp of Lost Hope.
The swamp mob of last hope.
Oh.
I'm gonna walk over to the counter and grab the bottle.
I'm gonna
Hey,
need
easy
to
now.
throw it
You
away
haven't
some
paid
more.
for that yet.
And I'm just gonna start pouring it out.
I-
Nobody ever should drink this.
You're gonna pay for that.
How much?
1 gold.
I'm gonna reach into my bag and grab a scoop of blueberry pie
Okay.
and just slap it down on the table. I think that's a gold, right? Arlo, was that a gold in there?
Yeah, that's pretty close. I say we're even.
And he walks over to the counter. He sniffs it. Is that from Ciderpoint?
Yeah.
It is.
Ah, deal. And he just starts eating it off the counter. Is that has something chewy in it. Is that a meat pie?
Yeah. I look. Is it?
Wasn't initially. Now it is.
I'm gonna reach in and grab another scoop of the pie and throw it on the table. Here, have a little bit more.
Oh, looks like I made it out on top of this one.
Yes, you did, buddy. Yes, you did.
And
What's so special about those pies at Ciderpoint?
they're delicious. And he takes another bite of and just kind of pulls it into his mouth. And as he pulls his hands away, the snot and saliva just string to his hands.
Oh,
And it just kind of slumps down. And he just shakes it. And some of it gets on your face as he shakes it off of his hand. It's just a...
oh.
I'm just
Sorry.
gonna sit there and I'm gonna barf all over his feet.
Sorry about that. Let's shake on it. Deal? And he reaches out a hand that's currently wet.
He's gonna wave him off. Good
No.
deal. What else do you have? What else do you have in here?
Oh, I got all sorts of food, meats and breads, and bacon.
Can I have some bread? Maybe some bacon too. Just throw. I don't care how it is. Just give it to me.
He leaves his head, looking at you as he continues talking to you, and he reaches past, and as he does, he like rubs his hand at the end of his nose as he reaches up, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm happy to get you some of this. It's right over here." And you can just see it kind of dripping on his sleeve, and he pulls it down and hands it over to you. How many do you want?
I noticed this in my inebriated state.
Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Well, 19.
Yeah, you see.
Okay. Does it get onto the bread?
It's all over his hands, so you assume it's on the bread.
I don't want any more. I'm suddenly not hungry. Arlo, I think we need to go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this isn't good.
Let's go.
Wow.
Let's go find the rest of the group.
Yeah, they're wearing robes. Just make sure you look for the guys wearing robes with their hoods up. We'll find them.
So
We'll
as
just
you
go
guys
start pulling hoods down.
as you guys leave there, Galtier and Grayson, you head out into the fields and you see those folks working the fields. What would you like to do?
Do you guys need some help?
We've got it, thanks. Rather burly human says to you as he's working away. Welcome to Svarkat.
Thanks. It's nice to be here. And if there's nothing we can do, I guess we'll just keep walking then.
Sure. Enjoy your day. So you're just
So
gonna
I'll
keep
go.
walking around?
Yep, just gonna keep walking around.
Okay. Blaylock, what do you want to do?
I'm going to just talk with the local townsfolk and reminisce about the days of old and among the two rivers.
Okay. So you find them, and you find random people. And they're all pleasant, and you're new, so they kind of circle around you. There's at least one or two female minotaurs that are there too, and they just kind of giggle at you as you tell your stories and seem very interested. The kids playing around. Make a perception check.
Dirty 20.
Oh, okay. As the kids are playing, one runs by and actually trips on your turret and lands forward.
Oh.
As he does, his sleeves slide up, revealing a mechanical arm appendage for his entire arm. And he has a long glove on his hand that goes halfway up his arm that normally would be concealed by the robe. He looks up at you with a concerned look and quickly pulls his robe sleeve down and takes off running.
Interesting. I'm going to attempt to follow.
Okay.
He's sprinting though, right?
He's sprinting. Yeah.
What are the other people? I mean, are they still around? So
yeah,
this was seen by everybody.
Oh yeah. No one else pays any mind.
Wait, I have questions, and then Hold on a second. Let me make sure before I do this. I don't want to set anybody. I don't want to set anybody on fire. Hold on a second.
I cast fireball.
at the
No.
2-year-old armor class of 1.
Okay, that's not going to work. I'm going to set somebody on fire. 5 feet. When you move within 5 feet of a creature object that isn't being worn or carried, it takes 1d6 fire damage. Fine. I'm gonna sprint.
Okay. You turn away from these people and just begin running after this child. That's what you want to do?
That's what I want to do.
Okay.
Blaylock and children.
Wait, I just have a question. Just a question.
He's running away. Give me a dexterity check.
Oh dear. I'll take that. That's another dirty 20.
Okay. You begin gaining on him as he runs, and he's looking behind himself with quite a look of concern in his hand as this new stranger is running after him. And Galtier and Arlo are coming out of this. No, Grayson's with, or not Galtier. Sorry, Zoramir and Arlo are coming out of this shop. As the boy runs right in between them, and you see them as you're running.
Wait, please stop him.
What?
He tears straight through it like there was no chance for resistance.
Blaylock!
Blaylock!
No, the child blares through him. I don't. You guys would be toppled over. I blindsided you. Like,
Yeah.
No,
what are you gonna do? Are you gonna go around him? Or are you gonna push through or stop? Or
I'm waving at Blaylock. Hey!
I'm gonna stop. I'll stop.
okay.
And I'm gonna tell them what happened. The poor child fell, and it appears that he has suffered some kind of malady, which he is covering. Some kind of robotic appendage. Poor thing.
What?
Must be.
Have they given you some of this drink too?
No,
What?
it is very uncommon, but it does show a great deal of skill to be able to manufacture an appendage like that with such dexterity.
I have no idea what you're talking
Are you
about now.
talking about his toes that make him run fast?
What is wrong with you?
Oh man, you gotta go in here and get some of this ale.
No.
Wait,
No, what? You liked that, Arlo?
no.
It's 3 hours past sunrise. What are you doing?
We were bamboozled.
Yeah, what he said.
Hmm.
Wait,
Maybe
it's
you
only...
should find a.
Well, what time is it?
Maybe you should find a home somewhere close and rest a bit.
Oh, let's find the kid with the toes. I'm sure he's got a robe on with a hood too.
I don't feel like a scavenger hunt. What's around us?
I mean, small houses and the tavern and fields.
I'm gonna go lean up against a house and rest for a second.
Okay. You kind of lean against one. It gives away a little bit as you lean against it, but it holds.
And by rest, I'll shut my eyes and then pass out.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of try to follow him, but I'm gonna go thinking The door's here, and I'll just go into the house.
Okay, you walk in, and you see a female tiefling there that's blue-skinned and kind of working the oven there, cooking some meal. Oh, I wasn't aware that there was going to be any guest this evening.
Well,
Gueston
I
never
do.
said anything.
I do apologize. Apparently, my compatriots here have have stumbled on some alcoholic beverages that have taken the best of them. From
maybe they were with
Vix.
Yick. Yes. Oh,
Yes,
yes.
from Yick.
Yes, no one should
Yeah,
consume.
yeah,
what-
that's his name.
Yes, no one should consume that ever. It's quite a potent brew.
It appears so. I do apologize. Could you see after my friends here?
I wouldn't know why anyone would drink it. It is brewed from his own saliva and rare earth.
What?
It seems that. Oh, did you not ask what was inside of it?
No.
Yes, he's strange, but he's like that weird uncle that we all have. He's quite the hoot, but yes, he drools proficiently, so he bottles it and tends to brew out of it.
I don't feel so good.
Yick's essence of Yick.
And that's not
Uh.
even the secret ingredient. We don't know what that is.
Oh. Yeah.
Could you see after them for a bit while they ponder their life decisions?
They are one of the family, so
I'm gonna go find her bedroom and just fall on her bed.
I guess you're sleeping in my bed tonight. It seems a bit
would you
early
like
for
me
that.
to? Would you like me to move him?
No, he's fine. He's one of the family. Everyone makes mistakes, and everyone deserves forgiveness. And she takes him and kind of fixes him on the bed and makes him as comfortable as possible and covers him up with the blanket and takes care of him. Zormir, of course, you're outside. You're just propped up outside.
I have another friend outside. I'm going to persuade him to come in if possible. Beforehand, can you tell me what you know of a child that has suffered a malady, possibly the loss of an arm?
I don't know of any such child.
Maybe I assume too much. Maybe I assume too much.
Hey,
Well,
okay.
my friend Zormir is outside. Let me see if I can persuade him to rest.
Sure.
I'm gonna step outside.
He's just passed out.
Yeah, I'm conked.
Alright. I'm gonna pick him up
Okay, how do you
and bring
pick
him.
up?
I'm gonna just like a baby.
Okay, so his hood
I'm gonna
does
try
fall
and make
back.
sure. Oh, okay. I'm gonna try and fix his hood then. Trying to keep that under wraps.
Okay.
Yuck. So,
just
because I've seen
set-
this, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
He showed everybody in the cave.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So, where would you like me to set him?
I guess they're in my bed. For
Yes, rather than taking up two, they can spoon together and think about their life decisions.
Yes.
Okay,
He's
and
just-
I'll place him in there. I'll place him in there and then get him comfortable, and make sure his hood is nice and secure.
Okay.
wits.
You set him there, and he just kind of rolls over and puts an arm around Arlo.
Yes, just like in Cidersport, Zoramir. And then I'll step away. I do appreciate your opening your home. Is there anything I can do for you?
As long as you have no other friends that need a place to stay, we're all out of beds.
Oh, yes.
But I'm sure they won't be
You
out
should-
all night. Maybe they will. We'll
Maybe
be
just
fine.
a couple hours, maybe.
This happens.
Okay, thank you. And what is your name?
That.
What is your name?
Yemena.
Yemena. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you opening up your home. My name is Blaylock of the Two Rivers.
Welcome, Blaylock of the Two Rivers, to Svarkat. If there's anything else I could do.
No, I am most curious about this town. It reminds me of home. She's a blue tiefling, right?
Yes.
Yep. Apparently, she's also the drunk tank owner.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Galtier, while this is all going on, what are you and Grayson doing?
As we're walking around, have we seen any signs, like symbols that would be like the dragon symbol we've been seeing?
Nothing.
What do you suspect of this, Grayson?
As with everywhere, I believe they're hiding something.
I was hoping to be able to cause a accident in the field and help somebody up to try to take a peek under their hood. But I don't want to.
Two towns that we've run into both act as if nothing's going on. I find that odd, don't you?
I find this one more odd than Ciderpoint. Ciderpoint don't know what's going on because they're a bunch of idiots.
They are. That's why Zoramir feels so at home.
But this place could be, and to be fair, we haven't really asked them about anything going on outside this town that they might be aware of. To see if they're trying to hide it from us.
It just seems off to me.
What do you make of the black cloaks?
Well, how many places have you been where everyone wears black cloaks, where it's just okay and everything's fine?
It is odd, but it's also colder up here.
It is
So-
colder, but it's not like we're in the Ice Flame Peaks.
That is true.
We're going to have to find someone to ask the hard questions at some point.
We will, and I feel like it shouldn't be Gaston. It's Gaston now.
Yes, he was very eager to meet us.
So I doubt he is going to tell us anything.
What do you think of this
Anything-
Karajinen?
I would like to meet him.
Yes,
It
that's
almost
what
sounds like a warrior made from mechanical parts for battle that I've heard of before.
Yes, it's interesting for sure.
But he also may just simply be a out of place construct.
He seems to
Try.
be doing good for
Pretty
his
well.
town.
I want to know. So I want to know how he always seems to come to their aid. It's almost as if he's watching them all the time.
That is suspicious.
Do we see like any person by themselves walking?
I mean, there's people all over.
I want to try to approach somebody who's just kind of off on their own
Okay.
to try and ask them some questions.
You see a rather large Goliath man walking. The robe comes up just below his knee, so a little high water on him doesn't fit him really well. But you see him walking by himself.
Pardon me, sir.
Yes.
How long have you been here where you haven't gotten a robe that fits you yet?
It's become kind of a inside joke here, it seems, but I'm okay with it.
Are you from here or did you move here one day?
I heard of this place from Castle Verminia and decided to come up.
What did you hear about it in Castle Verminia?
People talk of the lands. This was quiet up here. If you've ever been there, you would understand why peace is more valued than that place.
I imagine it's probably on the same level of Ciderpoint.
That place I would never go to. One, because most of them come up to my knees. Two, it's not my scene.
So, have you been here for a while?
Oh, several seasons.
How does news spread in this town? We've been traveling for a little while, and there seems to be some stuff going on, but it doesn't seem to be affecting this town.
Most of our news comes from those who travel to Ciderpoint. When they come
Yep.
back, they'll have news, but never anything of consequence for us.
I'm gonna turn Grayson. Like that explains why they may not know much, because Ciderpoint knows nothing.
Nobody around here knows anything, it seems.
I'm gonna
Is
turn
there-
back to the.
Is there news that we should know about?
There's been strange happenings in various locations, and dragons have been attacking from near Breckenford. A dragon, a white dragon to be precise.
I'm sure the Dragon of Ice Flame Peaks gets disgruntled from time to time, but always leaves us alone here in Svarkat.
Interesting. She also always left alone the boat we took from Breckenford to Cape Vessel. They said we leave her alone, she leaves us alone.
It could be.
Well, if there's somebody we wanted to talk to just to get more information about the history of town, who would it be besides Gaston?
I wouldn't know. We have no mayor or anyone who runs the town, so to speak.
You don't have one that runs the town. How's it run then?
Geston kind of magistrates, I guess. There's not much. We are one community, one family.
Okay. And what is your name?
Bold Rock.
Old Rock?
Bold Rock.
Like, my name's Galtier, and thanks for answering the couple of questions I had. We just got here a few hours ago,
Oh,
and
welcome
wandering
to the
around.
family.
trying to, anywhere we might be able to help.
If you plan on staying, you could work the mines or the fields. That helps everyone.
Okay. And I'm gonna go on my way, try to find Blaylock.
Okay. So you head back into town as it's getting later into the evening. Blaylock, what are you doing?
Pulling back hoods, looking for art. No, just kidding.
I wasn't going to tangle with the Goliath.
I'm just going to continue looking around and see if I can recognize any of the and continue with the turret and then see turret trying to get attention, but not obviously the boy was scared, so I don't want to go scaring him further. So I'll continue with what I was doing, just talking with people and seeing if I notice anything peculiar. Okay. Do they all have gloves?
It does seem like a number of them have gloves.
Interesting.
After a few hours of meandering around looking for things, you see Galtier and Grayson come in from out in the fields. Blaylock, did you find anything?
Well, I have found one drunken Arlo, one drunken Zoramir. They are over there. And then I'll point in the direction of the house where they're stored at.
Can we go nowhere without problems?
Not a problem. They sampled a local brewery and have since regretted that course of action. I have found something most curious. A small child with a mechanical appendage, probably provided to him after an accident, or maybe born with one arm, but clearly constructed for him. I am looking for him, but he was so frightened. I don't want to cause any undue attention towards him.
Well, you are a Minotaur.
I am. Don't I look
afraid?
I look friendly. Look at me, and I'll show the turret, and it's just they'll start like the turret will start like parading around in a circle.
He looks over at Galtier and he makes a motion in front of his face and he says, "It's the nose."
I can't help the size of my nose. Thank you.
Yeah, but little kids might find it scarier than you think it would be, especially with you charging after them after they bumped into you.
I know not. No, not what you speak. Wait, well, maybe I do. Well, I did hear good things about Yik's brew, although it seems Zoramir and Arlo couldn't handle it. Maybe my nose can take you to them and you can try it yourself, Grayson.
I think I'll pass.
Have you seen anything involving the symbol of the dragon budding its own tail? I haven't been able to get a good look at anybody, and I'm trying not to just...
I really haven't been looking for that. I've been most distracted by the child. This town reminds me of home, and I am quite fond of it.
We came across a gentleman man who stated that their information basically comes from those who go to Ciderpoint. So most of these people aren't going to know anything.
Yes, because the people in Ciderpoint don't know anything either.
But somebody's got to know something about what's going on outside this town.
Somebody knows something somewhere. This is true.
This is the second place we've been to that said that Linstra just leaves them be.
Well, does she, though?
That's what he said.
True.
I don't know why you'd lie about dragon attacking or not attacking you, though.
True. Maybe this construct, Karajinan, has something to do with that.
Grace and I were talking. It is strange how he always seems to come here in their aid when they need it.
And that's good, but that just maybe he is watching over the town from afar. Now look at the open fields surrounding the town.
Wind blows through his hair.
Yeah, very, very far.
It's possible. He is a construct after all.
Well, let's go check on Zormir and Arlo and see if they have recovered.
If they haven't, we'll just leave them there. About what time is it by now?
It's getting into evening now.
Okay.
And with that, I need Arlo and Zormir to make just a Constitution check.
Roll to vomit.
You roll them on their sides, right? Like you didn't put them on their backs?
22.
I didn't specify, but maybe I would have known that.
4.
All right.
Wait,
both those are
you got less than a 10?
Or they're choking on their vomit.
Yeah, it's not a skill check. It's just a raw ability check.
Oh.
Both are failures. You both begin
That-
throwing. Do what?
22 is a failure.
Dude, it's like a
Wow.
25.
You both begin throwing up, and Yemena comes in there and turns you to the side. Unfortunately for Arlo, she turns Zormir towards Arlo as it just began coming out, and Arlo, you're facing the other way, so he's just kind of puking on your back, but you're both like passed out still.
A little bit of acid coming up.
slight sizzles.
Dang.
There's now a hole in the bed.
It's worse than a freaking muffin, man.
Okay.
From blueberries popping in our mouth to vomit pouring down our back. All in one episode here on 7 Dungeons. 7
Where's
What
Mom's
night.
spaghetti?
Blaylock, you show up. Yemena and Geston are sitting down to dinner there at the table. You see Yemena like cleaning up her hands as you walk in.
How are your charges?
Oh, they are not. They're alive. We'll have to replace the sheets.
Oh dear. Let me see what I can do. And I'll go in there and see what and look at what I witnessed.
It's
The vomiting.
It's a horror scene. It's awful.
Oh.
It smells.
Dear.
I
And
mean,
then the
like
smell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll clean this in the morning. Let them stew on this a bit. And I'm going to step out. I
Geston looks at
think
you.
they will survive the night, and I will clean this up in the morning. Let them wake up and pay a little consequence for their action, and I will clean up and maybe even be able to mend that sheet. We will see. Let's let them sleep the night.
Geston looks at you. So, did you find what you're looking for here in town?
Well, no. No. Would you like honesty?
Usually prefer that, yes.
I found a small child with a
We have a lot of those.
mechanical arm. With
Oh,
a mechanical
curious.
arm. And he was quite frightened that I witnessed this. And I wish to comfort him, but I cannot find him, and I have questions, but if he is that scared, then maybe they can wait. I could talk to the parents. The craftsmanship involved in being able to construct an appendage of such detail. It was unseen, if not for his accident when he tripped over my turret.
Interesting. I'm not aware of such a child here. Are you sure your eyes didn't deceive you? Maybe it was an ornate sleeve pattern from his clothes underneath the robes or something of that nature.
I'll look at the sleeve pattern on mine, and it's got the same ornate pattern, right? On my sleeves.
Yeah, but he's talking any clothes worn underneath the robe.
Yeah.
Yeah, your particular robe has no patterns.
Awesome. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know if it had anything on the sleeves. Okay.
No.
It's possible, and it was so brief. Maybe he was worried about.
Can I do an insight check on him, see
Sure.
if he's lying to us?
Sure.
That's a solid 9.
Seems like he's telling the truth.
Well, it could have been he was scared that he tripped in my turret. That could be the fear, the unknown, possibly.
It seemed like the kids were playing with your turret earlier.
True. He was most distraught after tripping on my turret.
Well, please have some food here, and feel free to rest here, or I can take you to Shura's for the evening. Either way.
I'd hate to impose on her any more than we already have with our 2 friends.
Shura doesn't mind. Your 2 friends are already here. I'd imagine they will stay.
True.
Sorry, I meant we don't want to impose on the lady we're at the house right now more than we already have.
Myself and Yumeno don't mind. We can move some tables and find suitable places to sleep.
No, we can find some other places to sleep. There's plenty of little huts around here from what I could see.
Well, I'll take you there if you like. There's someone's very concerned about going.
We just heard that from the bedroom Arlo and Zormir are in.
I'll peek my head in there. Zormir, are you okay?
All right. So what do you guys?
I love
wanna
how we'll follow him to Shura's.
Shura. Yep. Okay.
Shura.
So he takes you out and leads you to one of the homes in the back where there are several tents set up, and you can smell roasting food. And a woman with slight tints of green on her skin and scales on her face steps out, long black hair and a red dress you can see peeked just underneath the opening in her robe. And she begins tying it closed as she steps out. Yes, have you brought me something? And Gaston says, we have family members here that need a place to stay. Ah, yes. This way. And she points over to one of the tents. It's rather large. It'll easily fit you and you three. Gaston looks at you. I guess we'll see you in the morning.
Not to be rude, but can we get some grub to eat? I just didn't want to impose on the other lady.
I will bring you something.
That would be much appreciated.
Gaston nods and heads back to his home. Shura brings out some large. It's a large chunk of meat with kind of a hard outer shell, and she brings it up and actually cracks the shell open almost like a crab leg, and as she does, the meat kind of bursts forth from the carapace, and the smells delicious. Seems like it's got a lot of spices, exotic spices that kind of waft through the air as it cracks open.
Man, that smells delicious. What is that?
Kind of a local specialty. Giant spider leg.
From the Aeglair Woods, I assume.
Of course, they venture this way, and the family can eat from them for quite some time.
Who slays them when they venture this way?
Sometimes it's Karajina, and sometimes our own family members are skilled enough to take one down.
That's good to know you guys have some type of defense. How often does Karajina travel up here?
Not often. At least once a month, maybe?
Would he be coming up anytime soon, or was he here recently? We would like to meet him.
If he was here, I don't remember seeing him.
Okay. I'll take some of the spider leg.
It's delicious. Grayson takes some, tastes it. Blaylock?
I will have some.
It's good. It's very good. She nods at you. Well, enjoy your stay. And slides back to her own home as evening sets in.
Blaylock, have you had a chance to use detect magic around here at all?
Now is as good a time as any. Then I'll cast Detect Magic on really on myself, and I'll just take a look around.
Okay. From where you're at, you don't see anything glowing. That'd be a concern.
Robes.
Outside, the robes don't glow or anything like that. And the only thing is the stuff that's on you that would glow.
No, nothing of note. Maybe our suspicions are still on
Unjustified.
high alert after our last venture in Ciderpoint.
Could fully well be.
I still think something's amiss here.
I think tomorrow we should pay a visit to the mine.
Do you believe that what Gaston was telling us, he doesn't know of this boy.
That I also find suspicious, as Blaylock so clearly saw it. And from understanding, even the little boy was afraid that someone spotted it. So either
I could have been mistaken. It's possible.
I don't think you might have been mistaken. I think either he does have it and not very many people know about it, or something else is going on here where a lot of people might have constructs on their arms or somewhere else like that. Because why else, besides it being a little chilly, would everyone wear robes?
I don't know.
It's possible. It's possible.
Something just seems amiss.
Don't get me wrong, I don't like to suspect everybody. But with everything else going on this island, 2 towns in a row that know nothing.
This is rather out of the way.
It is.
They're only... well, no, they could easily go to Cape's Vessel. Yes. Very peculiar. Very, very peculiar.
Well, I think while our compatriots sleep off whatever they've done to themselves, I think we should get a peaceful night's sleep.
I would agree with that. However, I would like to read my book for a little bit about my infuser. To try to figure out how to add that new vial to it without breaking something.
All right, roll it up.
I'll spend some time working on my skills as well.
Straight dexterity check.
10.
That is not a
Yeah,
success.
I figured that. I rolled 2 19s in a row at the beginning. Fuck you, die.
And Blaylock.
That's a 22.
Okay, that's a success. Getting close.
We're gonna beat the campaign, and I'm never gonna know what anything does in this book or in this infuser.
Yep.
That's some of it. Grayson will work on his as well. Let's see.
Zormir continues to vomit all over Arlo.
Yeah, that's not a success.
There's just a sea of vomit on the bed.
All right. While that's going on and you guys are resting, Arlo and Zormir make another Constitution check.
If it's less than 30, it's a fail.
Why?
18.
19.
Okay. Make another Constitution check.
Trying to wake us up.
Trying to see if you're shitting and pissing
12.
yourself.
See how long you're vomiting for.
Okay. So, Zormir, you don't get a break. You're just vomiting, and it's everywhere. Arlo, you do once, but the second time you're woken up by the sound of, and you just feel something splatter across the backside of your face.
Oh no.
And you feel terrible. Both of you have 1 rank of exhaustion.
Jeez. Oh, I just kind of like try to sit up and feel all the wetness.
It smells
Skank.
just horrible.
Smell.
Am I still out?
Yeah, you're still out.
And I just see he's on the bed with me. Oh, I try to get up. I'm gonna roll him into it.
Oh no.
Okay.
Little
You just kind of
sucker.
roll him into it. And it just his face lands in it, and as he rolls around the rest of the way from where you were laying, like it's just all over his face, and it's just drying in the air, the night air. You're
Good.
just physically exhausted.
I'm just gonna go to the other side of the room and prop up against a wall or in a wall in a corner or something and go back to sleep.
You lean back against the wall and you hear this.
Yeah.
All right.
And Z dies the way of Amy Winehouse.
Oh, ouch. So the night passes. 3 of you get a restful sleep. 2 of you do not. The next morning, all of you are awakened by commotion. So everyone's awake. We'll start with Zormir and Arlo.
Oh, we're
Arlo,
finally awake.
Yeah, you both wake up, and Zormir, it's a state, and you don't know where you're at.
Where am I? What is this? Oh gosh, what is this?
That's you
I'm gonna
all over.
quickly jump up and pull out my rapier, get ready to attack anything. Feel like I don't know if I'm in a slump or what.
Put that away.
Where are we? Is it safe? What's going on? What happened?
I don't know if we're safe or not, but we're no. We just can't. We're in no mood to fight. Just if they were gonna kill us, they would have done it already.
Okay.
You smell.
All I can smell is you. This is horrible.
That's your puke.
Where are we?
Well, I think looks like we're in a bedroom. I
Huh.
don't know. I'll get up and kind of stumble my way to the door and hello?
Nobody answers.
Oh, this sucks for whoever lives here. That's gonna be fun to deal with, and I'll walk out the front door.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, we made you made a mess. I'll follow him.
Okay.
I raging
Galtier
headache.
and Blaylock and Grayson, what do? You hear all this commotion going on in town.
In town?
In town. Yep.
Well, I mean, I'll get up and head out and take a look at it.
Okay.
Yes, I'll go take a look.
So as you all walk towards the center of town, you see Zoromir just covered in vomit. He's standing outside the house that you frequented, Arlo right behind him, and you see all these people swarming like toward the center of town. You hear a bunch of chatter, all going on.
Zoromir, I would recommend kissing a kobold rather than drinking its saliva next time.
What do you mean drinking its saliva?
What?
And I'll look at him from head to toe. And I'll continue. I'll just move forward ahead of him upwind.
You're lying.
Do you want to hug Blaylock?
I'm gonna use prestidigitate to just make a little bright like a light in the corner of his eyes and his peripheral,
Okay.
and then just run. I'm just gonna run forward.
Just a
bright
quick
light.
flash.
Yep.
Hey, get back here! I'll start charging after him.
So as you run forward, you start hearing some of the commotion. It sounds like the miners have discovered a new shaft that opened up as they were digging, and the cheers and excitement quickly fade away as you start hearing screams. And in the distance, you see a couple miners running forward, running toward town as fast as they can, as the sun that beats on them is quickly shadowed as a creature, a horrific creature, leaps from behind them, landing its claws into its back, slamming them face first into the ground with a thud. And they reach down and crush the hand through the chest and rip its insides out while tearing the heads off with their teeth. They snarl and curl this demonic form and howl into the air as they lick a long serpentine tongue out of their mouth over top of their eyes and head, and howl out and take off running toward the town, screams echoing throughout the city. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Knew that was coming.
That's going to be fun to start with.
So next week we get a new player. It's Carnage.
Who knows?
oh
Who knows?
man.
Oh wait, this guy does. This guy does.
And we have vomit-laden Arlo and Zoramir.
Yeah.
With exhaustion.
Is it exhaustion?
They both have one rank of exhaustion.
Ooh,
They didn't get any sleep.
it's true.
So-
I felt like I did.
So,
Ish.
all right. Well, thank you all for coming tonight. We, as always, appreciate you coming. We'll be back July 5th, next Monday, for the continuation of On the Edge of Darkness, our homebrew D&D adventure. We want to see you there in the dungeon for sure. Catch us this week, guys. You want to maybe do some streaming this week? Maybe Wednesday or Thursday or whatever. I'm off Thursday and Friday, so I don't care.
It'd have to be Thursday for me. Yeah.
I could do any day.
Either. Yeah.
Simply Wednesday.
Yeah, maybe we'll do both. Maybe some Phasmo, maybe some Dark Alliance. We'll see what everybody's up to. And then Wednesdays, don't forget to catch Banter and Babble, twitch.tv/Banter and Babble.
What are they doing this week? Do you remember?
This week, if Fanboy's still around, he could tell us. I believe Dark Alliance is on the list, and that's going to be worth it. From
Shameless plug for Banter and Babble.
yeah.
I wonder what Fanboy Tony's gonna talk about for Dark Alliance. Mr. Unstalled it.
Yeah. And Tone is going to pee.
Oh,
for sure.
really?
So
He just said
either
delete
way,
the game.
it could be it could be about the Smurfs, and it would be an enjoyable show. So we don't want to miss that. That's at 9:00 on Wednesday. But until next Monday at 7 p.m., we'll see you in the dungeon. Thanks for coming tonight.
Take care, everyone.
See you guys.
Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe.
Don't forget to pound that subscribe button.
Pound it.
Pound
pound
the
it.
button.
Yeah.
Pound
we
that
don't-
button.
We don't give you that 30-minute intro when you're trying to fix your washer and dryer.
Yeah, exactly. We just get right into business. Boom.
Don't you love that? Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, I need this 30-second fix to fix my washer and dryer. Hey, in case you didn't know, if you subscribe down there, it really helps me out. No, it does.
Mhm.
It does.
Mhm.
For all you listening on audio,
get-
we appreciate you.
Roll dice next week.
Roll dice. I rolled some dice.
Yeah.
Right. Take care, all.
See.